The cricket season is heating up, and with T20 World Cup, it has gone to a complete another level. Of course, I'm excited about the match because my friends are coming in for me, but I'm also excited because I'm going to make something very special for them tomorrow. But the preparation begins today. Well, over the next couple of weeks, please stay tuned for my new series called Taste Match. On this note, let's begin. Before I dive in straight into the recipe, let me tell you what a corn dog is. It's a combination of two classic American recipes. One is a cornbread and the second one is a hot dog. And that's where the combination comes in to create the word called corn dog. Now, a cornbread is a classic Native American recipe. And of course, a hot dog is very classic yet very contemporary. Now, this is a best of two. To begin with, the first thing that we need is a batter. Now, this is a batter which is made with all-purpose flour and cornmeal. Let's begin with all-purpose flour. To this, I'm also going to add in cornmeal. Now, it's very important for all of us to understand the difference between cornmeal, cornstarch, and corn flour. Well, these are not easily interchangeable words. Cornmeal is basically like polenta. It's very fine polenta. Corn flour or corn flour, again depending on which part of the world you are in, is generally makai ka atta or makki ka atta. And corn starch is the starch which is generally used as a thickening agent. Let's add in cornmeal, which is extremely fine grits of maize or corn. Now, the third ingredient is curd in this case, but classically you could also use buttermilk. But remember the fact that the moment you add in buttermilk, you do not need curd and water separately like I'm using in this recipe today. To sweeten this, I'm going to add in some sugar. Along with this, for leavening, I'm going to use baking powder. To accentuate the sweetness and bring in that kind of balance in the recipe, I'm going to add in honey, and this is wild honey. To bring in softness in this recipe, I'm going to break in an egg. To bring in that earthiness, I'm going to add in nutmeg, rather grate it nice and fresh. To balance the sweetness and bring the flavor out of all the other ingredients, I'm going to add in a generous pinch of salt. Finally, make a thick batter using cold water. Let's whisk this till it's nice, smooth and lump-free. Do not get excited and add in all the water at once. Go low and slow. With this, our thick, smooth and lump-free batter is done and ready. Let's keep this aside for now. Now, this one is an onion and cheese sausage and possibly one of my most favorite sausage varieties in the world. It's a classic chicken breakfast sausage. And the choice of using a sausage is completely yours. Now, there are 2-3 things that you need to keep in mind here. One, this batter is of dual purpose. One is you can use it right away. You make the batter and put it to use right away. The second method is to keep it in the refrigerator and put it to use whenever you want to fry the corn dogs nice and fresh. Now, coming back to the sausages. We've of course got two sides. The first side needs to be inserted with a toothpick. Now, I'm using a toothpick in this case because this way it becomes kids friendly or child friendly. Well, generally it has a complete stick, either a satay stick or like a bamboo stick. But that way, when you bite into it, you may end up damaging your teeth or injuring yourself. So that way, just a little toothpick, and this way you can just barely hold it while dipping in the batter as well as frying. Eating, of course, you can remove it and put it to use. Well, similarly, let's start inserting the toothpick in each sausage like so. Another very important criteria in terms of choosing a sausage is also the size, because this size has to be a little lesser than the frying pan itself. Now, if you can come a little closer, if I can quickly show you, the kadhai or the frying pan is much larger, because also you need to understand that once this gets dipped into the batter, this is going to actually puff up like a little balloon. So please remember that. Also, while frying, do not overcrowd the pan. Please remember. Let's begin with the frying process. But before that, another very important trick, and that is bringing a tall glass in the picture, and I'll soon show you why. Well, time to transfer this batter into this glass. Well, if you notice, I've also filled the glass a little lesser because of the classic water displacement principle. The moment this gets dipped into the batter has 100% chances of overflowing or running over the glass. Now, time to insert the sausage like so. And this way, it kind of coats beautifully and wonderfully well. Let's transfer this straight into the hot oil. Let's similarly dip some more sausages and begin our frying process. Well, this needs to be fried on high flame continuously because that way there's nothing much to cook from within because the sausage is pre-cooked in a lot of ways. The corn dogs are beautifully fried and ready. Time to transfer these on an absorbent tissue paper. And this is best served with tomato ketchup. And now let me also quickly show you how this looks from within. It has a beautiful chicken sausage with onion and cheese, like so. With this, our scrumptious corn dogs are done and ready. Now, I'm super excited for tomorrow's match, and which is India-Pakistan, one of the most sensational matches in the history of cricket. Well, I'm going to be prepared in advance, and I suggest, in my personal humble opinion, you should also be prepared because I'm certainly going to have butterflies tomorrow in my stomach. On that note, do not forget to stay tuned for more such quick, simple, and stunning recipes. Bye for now.